Keltie O'Connor and welcome to Finding Your Sweat, a series that's highlighting different workouts, sports, and fitness trends you can try to get into shape. And today we are doing a very highly requested one, hot yoga. We're here at METTA here in Edmonton, Alberta, and we're going to be taking you through a hot yoga class so you can see behind the scenes before you do your very first class. So I'm here with Angela. She's the owner here at METTA Yoga here in Edmonton, Alberta. And we're just gonna ask her a few questions of what you can expect at your first class. So someone's coming into hot yoga for their first time, what kind of things can they expect?
You can definitely expect a sweat. It's 38 degrees Celsius in there, so the heating panels provide this infrared sauna type of heat. So wear something comfortable. Ladies like to wear crops and tank tops or sports bra, and men usually wear shorts and a t-shirt, but sometimes the shirt gets lost. Come with a mat and a towel and water. Hydrate definitely the day before, just because you will be sweating, and usually if you try to hydrate the day of, it's usually that you're just going to the washroom a lot. And something else to expect is we start off with a standing series. So really trying to transition you from the outside world or the busyness of your life to get grounded in the hot room, kind of feel what your body and what you're dealing with that day, and really connect breath and movement. So there's a standing series, which usually predominantly on a schedule is a 60-minute class. So 35 minute standing series of really working on strength and flexibility, and then moving on to the floor series, where we still focus on strength and flexibility. However, we start to kind of slow down and close off our sequence and get grounded, and then close off with Shavasana, which is amazing. A little resting pose where you just lay there and kind of simulate the practice.
So hot yoga, I'm sure we've all heard of it. Is it for a specific demographic? Is it wide open? Who benefits from it the most?
Well, here at METTA, we definitely, a core value we stand on is accessibility. So we have a wide range of people that come. So predominantly on our schedule, the METTA class is definitely accessible for beginners, for the hardcore athlete, for the person who has never done anything physical. So that's why it's very accessible. And we definitely provide modifications. There's blocks, there's straps. So people who aren't as open or flexible, or they're just super strong and have resistance into the pose, they can still get the benefit of the pose. So we have a wide range of people that come.
So in short term, it's accessible to anyone,
yes.
And I'll make it accessible too. I will touch base a little bit. If you've never heard of METTA and you're from Edmonton, Alberta, it's actually formerly Moksha Yoga. So from Edmonton, they're going through a rebranding, which will be very exciting things to come. But if you're wondering what METTA is, in terms of equipment that someone will need, I know we have a mat, a towel, water bottles, or any equipment aside from that you would recommend, or that someone should purchase, or that you'll provide?
We definitely have blocks and straps. We do rent mats and towels. Sometimes people with resistance in their wrists, they can bring a wedge, and so like if they're doing the down dog or anything like plank even, it'll give it a little extra support in terms of that. But other than that, it's pretty simple: mat, towel, water, and just comfortable clothes.
What would be the benefits? What would they receive? Whether it be increased anaerobic, flexibility, core strength, like what sets yoga apart that someone can cater towards their goals?
It's definitely a great balance for any type of like weight training that you do outside. So it's a great balance. You get your stretching, you get still your you get your opening, side body, back body, front body, and definitely strength based too, because you're moving your body weight. It reduces stress. It also kind of takes you from your outside busy world, right? Just because the added challenge of the heat, you have to really think of breath and movement and listen to the instructor to really connect.
Well, we're gonna jump into the class, and throughout the class, we're gonna show you some behind the scenes. You're gonna see the different sequences, moves we'll be doing, and so yeah, stay tuned for that.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. And everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you. You say nothing more than we need. I say your place when we leave. Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching her, but she's looking at
Class is over, 60 minutes. I'm just gonna start off and say hot and sweaty. And also, I'm not a yogi. I don't do it. I should. I'm not nothing against it. I'm just that person who, like, every few weeks I'm like, I'm gonna get into yoga and do it consistently, and then things get in the way. It's just not my first choice of fitness always, but I try and incorporate it when I can. So if you see my form's not right, don't try and copy my form. There's a lot of other people out there who have way better form. Go to a class, get taught yourself. But this is just kind of behind the scenes and what you can expect if you've never done it. So no, it is a very welcoming environment. There's people of all different levels of flexibility, athleticism, and you can really cater it to yourself. And the instructor is going to come around and tell you and change your form if you're doing anything wrong in a very nice way, so you're not going to feel like you're outed or anything. Some tips: we talked about a lot of things. You'll want to wear sweat-wicking clothing, as little as possible, as bad as it says, because you're going to sweat. One tip I learned the hard way is, if you're wearing shorts, sometimes some moves, your hands and body will like slip if your legs are really sweaty and your arms are sweaty. So that's kind of the nice thing about wearing like a really thin pair of pants that are really breathable. So that's the one thing to keep in consideration. And I'm gonna tell one quick funny story. Don't eat a big meal right before, because lesson learned from the first time I ever did hot yoga, I was very rushed. I had not had food all day, so I grabbed the first thing I had available, and it was a giant bowl of chili 30 minutes before the workout. And halfway through the workout, I almost puked, so I ran out and borderline fainted because I sprinted out of the class so fast with the change in temperature, and it was a really awful experience. So try and stay hydrated and eat throughout the day. Let things be fueled. You really want to hydrate the day before. Have good meals. Just don't eat a giant meal right before. Learn from my mistakes. If you guys have any other questions about hot yoga, feel free to comment down below. I'd be happy to answer them. Make sure to check out METTA if you're here in Edmonton. I love them. This is the hot yoga I've always gone to whenever I'm in Edmonton. And if you have any questions, comments, or other workouts you want me to feature, let me know down in the comments. And thank you for tuning in to Finding Your Sweat.